person to use our gentle Michael Jackson. They don't give a shit about us. That's fine. Okay.
Welcome to Eyewitness Fake News, people of Beagle. I'm on the phone! Jesus Christ. We are here to expose the news for tonight, the real news and only the real news, not the fake news on the TV. Let's get right into it. Let's bring up the first recording.
At me and say, this man is on methamphetamine. I'm gonna tell you what happened and let you make your own determinations, because it doesn't even make sense to me. A few months ago, I put in a solar system for Julian Brown, who was powering the world's first microwave pyrolysis reactor off of solar. A few days after the content, helicopters started circling him at night. Really freaked him out. At the same time, I started having cybersecurity attacks on a lot of my companies. Shortly thereafter, all of Julian's social media was hacked. And this industry is just water on a duck's back. Regroup, keep going. I'm in Costa Rica for a month when I get a call from Julian. He says he's having problems with the battery, so I scramble and get another system put together and shipped quick. I get back stateside and the batteries are here 3 days later. Real busy, don't post any content about it, nobody knows. The first night the batteries were here, we noticed the planes. Big military-style crafts.
Lights on the side, red blinking in the middle, yellow on the side.
We counted 7 in a row. Got the same one? That's gotta be 5 in the last hour. 2 nights in a row. Gotta be 2 in the last 10 minutes. Strange, but nothing sinister. When did they start? 2 days ago. When the batteries got here. Yesterday, I posted a video saying the batteries were at the shop. I was sitting in this trailer with Tim designing the solar system. We're gonna do a little more mathematizing. When the first chopper showed up. Hold on, what is that? Where's the top? In on that shit. Look, right there. It came over here. Is he coming back? And did a 360 that way.
Where are you, bird in the sky?
You could see the big camera pod on the front of it. 10 minutes later, we had a plane come by. What kind of plane is it?
Okay. Stationary landing gear. Flying low. Get a picture of your ass too, dog. Make sure you're on your flight pattern.
A little tiny plane. Again, nothing sinister, just a total anomaly. About an hour later, I was sitting at that computer working when the chopper came back. There he is, he's back.
That's him again.
When the second chopper came back, I live streamed it on Instagram for verified proof it happened. For those of you who say choppers were not circling Nature Jab, I'm gonna tell you something. His batteries got delivered. I posted a video about it 2.5 hours ago. This is the second time this chopper has circled me.
That circled the friggin' property.
Is he coming back?
Yeah,
Look. Holy shit. There he goes again. Yeah, he flew low. Real time, no bullshit. After 3 flybys, I was kind of thinking, hey, something's up. As soon as I post a live stream, I hop in the Mustang to go somewhere, look down at my phone, and the whole screen is blank.
So I don't know. It just went black when I was driving. I'm trying to turn it off.
I'm an app developer. I know you can grab a phone, blank the screen, send 2 FA codes.
No idea what the fuck it's doing. I can't turn it off.
Get your access, then delete the codes and open it back up like nothing happened.
Well, now I've held down all the buttons and it's vibrating.
Trojan horse.
How do you turn off an iPhone like this?
Happens all the time. You might take one look at me and say, this man is on methamphetamine. Or you could think to yourself, what large, powerful organizations on planet Earth have interest in stopping the world's first solar-powered continuous pyrolysis reactor, which converts plastic waste into fuel? Keep this in mind. The devil's greatest trick was convincing the world he never existed.
Hold on. That's Joe Felts. He was working with Nature Jab. If you guys don't know who Nature Jab is, the black guy that makes diesel fuel, plastiline on Instagram from plastic. The next video, huh?
Are we allowed to ask questions here?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the black dude with the dreads?
Yeah, he was planning to do something with him in Costa Rica. And Joe supposedly committed suicide last week, even after saying he was not suicidal, even after claiming he was not on drugs. He supposedly, hey Miles, he supposedly killed himself. The next video we're
Joe
gonna play
Biden,
is
really?
probably. Hold on. The next video we're gonna play is gonna show that some people are claiming that Joe is a Freemason and has faked his death, and
Mm-hmm.
is probably part of the agenda. What were you saying, Miles?
Oh no, he probably did fake his death. You know, I mean, they all got
Yeah.
clones. Trump, Biden, but
No, we're talking about Joe Feltz, the one that was on
oh, I don't know.
Instagram. Yeah, this one. The one that was on Instagram. He was taking old Bibles and showing the Apocrypha. Yeah, that's the video. He was taking old Bibles, showing the Apocrypha, showing the missing books,
Mhm.
and saying he was going to make a
Yeah,
database for all the books
they killed him
for us
supposedly.
to. Yeah, supposedly he killed himself. Go ahead.
Check out his tattoo of Jachin and Boaz on his back. These are Masonic symbols. Not only that, he also has a tattoo of a Templar cross with a Masonic checkerboard in the middle of it. And the fact that this is all trending on TMZ, I don't know. He also has a Latin phrase tattooed on his chest. Latin, of course, is the language of Rome. And I find it interesting how he was making a point before his death that the church is against the Freemasons, which, if you know what the end times plan is, that's exactly what they need you to think for the final deception. It's also quite ironic that he stressed the church's opposition to Freemasonry when this one man literally has the tattoos representing both. This could all just be a coincidence. What do I know? I'm just a guy.
Yeah, the fact he has those
See,
tattoos, it's a little suspicious. I'm not sure.
he's probably working for the government,
Hi, Spider.
but at the same time, I don't know.
Hey, Sunshine.
Maybe
I
The
was
fact that
playing
he
tennis.
has those Freemason pillars in the back, that's crazy.
yeah, maybe he used to
Did
be
y'all
working
show
for
the
them, and now he's
person?
trying to expose them.
Yeah, he just showed the video.
Oh, I can hear
Was
it. I
that
couldn't see.
was that the only two, Bo?
So, what are y'all saying about the black boy that was supposedly making plastic?
So the Nature Jab was just in a conference today. Yeah, go ahead, play that one. Go ahead.
Long day of work because I'd be sleeping inside of my minivan some nights, legit. And then I felt these really deep vibrations in my whole body, shaking my whole car. I'm like, what is that? It was a helicopter flying over. And then I'm like, what? That's weird. I've been out here for a year working on this thing. There has never been a helicopter. There's rotor, literally propeller airplanes that fly here and there, you know, the grain airplanes for farmers, but never a helicopter. So I'm like, that's weird. I got out my car, looked, and there was this blacked out helicopter flying at the tree line, super low. And I'm like, okay, it has a spotlight on it too. I'm like, okay, I guess it's just flying by, whatever. Okay, boom, flew over. It circled back around me again. Like, okay, that's weird. I'm not gonna freak out. Then it did it again. I'm like, oh hell no! I got my phone out. I have it on. We got the video. I recorded that helicopter because it circled me 6 times, and the spotlight was literally shining directly into the windshield of my van. I was getting ready to just drive off that night because I'm like, what is going on? And then
Who
it
was
flew
sitting
off.
there?
But like I said, at that point, I got it on camera. I was posting stories about it on Instagram. Because at this point, I think I had like 1 million followers on Instagram, 2 million on TikTok, half 100,000 on YouTube or whatever, or half a million. And I'm posting about this, and everybody's like, "Yo, man, that's some agency or something." And I'm like, I don't know who that was.
It was there.
Yeah, and I'm like, I guess they think I'm just making like whiskey out here or something, doing something illegal or whatever. That, I'm fine, trying to be as optimistic as possible. But then the month after that, now we're in June of 2025. Now the month after that, all of a sudden, one day I wake up and then my phone is completely hacked. Like I had an iPhone at this time, and it was completely hacked. Like hacked to the degree where somebody was able to tap into the mic of the phone, tap into the camera of the phone, had access to every picture, anything I did on the phone. How you know that? Because I literally be talking to like my family members about what was going on, and they get text of what I was saying. I'm like, what in the world is going on? This is like something from a movie. And then I know they had access to my entire phone. You know why? Because I had a picture of my phone on my phone of my driver's license that I use like for applications, whatever. And that picture of my driver's license that was only on my phone got uploaded to my Instagram account. And then like, what? And then I looked at my Instagram, and then I'm like, okay, somebody hacked in, obviously. But then I looked in the logins. There were no logins. It said you posted that to your Instagram account. And no, I did it. And I'm like, oh, I kind of get it now. There's some type of malware or bug on my phone, where somebody literally is essentially in my phone. And then I finally got everything situated about a month later, and I came back and made the video where I'm like, it was hackers, guys. They got into my stuff. And then on top of that, like I forgot to mention, on top of all this, just a month before the hack, I had that helicopter fly over. So people put all that together. Like, oh, they got this guy. He's done.
It's crazy. But we got to that video where you had investors.
Yep, because InvestFest was in August. So yep, then I showed up for InvestFest, and then
I was like, he's here.
yeah, and then everybody was like surprised to see me, because everybody was like, he was missing. So then it was crazy, because when I was there, I was just going because I'm like, I just want to see what's up. Like, I didn't go as like, I don't know, security or anything. I just showed up as myself, nothing. And everywhere I went, I was sworn. Like, I couldn't walk. Anyway, even when there were some moments, that where the stage is, it's like dark in there, and I'm dark skinned, so I'm like, I got an advantage. I can do a little sneak effect stuff. Let me go step in the corner of this dark room, and I can finally just be. No, people would find me, and then before I knew it, I'd be swarmed. Everybody.
Okay, that's it.
Did you do anything that
Huh?
hasn't been done before?
So, what do you mean? He's making the plastiline. He's doing the diesel out of plastic.
But this isn't new though. That's the thing.
And I know that. I'm talking about
And
Joe
that's-
Feltz. The only reason we're playing that is because to show that he had a threat and he knows someone bugged his phone. He knows he was threatened. He didn't mention it in this video, but his lug nuts on his wheels were loose and he almost crashed. That's why he went into hiding. But Joe Fowles and him were in Costa Rica together to build a really big, not the pyrolysis thing, the big generator thing that that's why they had to order the batteries. I don't know if you were here when he showed the batteries, and that when the batteries arrived, that's when the helicopters started swarming the farm in Costa Rica. So now Joe Fowles is supposedly dead from suicide, and the way that Nature Jab reacted on Instagram, I don't know. It's
Nature
giving.
Jab is the black dude.
Yeah, Nature Jab is the black guy.
He
The
don't
way he
even seem real. He
reacted,
look like a paid actor.
the way I don't know, man. Something's up. But the way that he reacted when Joe died felt very crisis acty to me. No emotion. Everybody in the comments is like, no emotion, no crying. He's just like, I'm very sorry, my friend is gone, and I'm going to the convention. And then he had a convention today. He was live today. I don't know what state he was in, Michigan or something, or Las Vegas. Where he had a convention. He's promoting his gasoline station, the first black-owned plastiline diesel fuel gas station. I don't know if this nigga gonna get murdered or if he's actually gonna get away with this and actually be able to be successful in owning a diesel gas station made out of plastic. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but we just showed you the proof.
How much plastic is needed in order to create the diesel?
I don't know. I haven't been watching his
See, it's like some things like
he does the math on his videos, but I haven't watched it in a while, so I don't know how much.
know. I'm just saying,
There's enough plastic. There's enough plastic and garbage in the world for him to be able to be successful.
Yeah,
but the point
under
is
the
that
regulation. Listen, because these people be fooling us. Not all plastic is good plastic. That's the thing, or recyclable plastic. They be playing games with us. This guy from the very beginning, I said that he is a fake. Because what he's saying is nothing new. Fucking Cyril been on here since 2020 talking about fucking recycled, these diesel, corn oil, all that other shit. Right? And there's been
yeah,
tons
but
of other
Osiro's been talking about it, not doing it. He's actually doing it.
Well,
I'm
he's
not
told us some
saying
stuff
I'm not
he's
saying
done.
Nature Jab is fake. I'm not saying what he's doing is not real. I'm saying that the fact that now this white guy is supposedly dead from suicide, and Nature Jab the next day, within the week, because the white guy died on the second or the third of this week. Today's the 8th, and now he's at a convention pushing his gas station. I don't know. This shit is fucking suspect as fuck. I can't put it past them with the
But
video we
he
just
could have
saw.
knocked off the white guy for the rights. It's a whole bunch of other shit. That's what I'm
No,
saying. One,
I don't think he did that either. But the fact is that damn, you made
and
me
I got
forget
a
what the fuck
flaw
I was
with
gonna
his
say.
wood story. He claims that he was in the woods. One, to see, this is my thing. I've noticed when it comes to this stuff on the internet, like it's just too much information that's not being answered. He was in the woods. How do we know that it wasn't a fucking missing kid or a missing person that was in the woods? Right? He doesn't disclose of what woods or where he was. He just says I was in the woods. That's anywhere. Now, when he starts to tell us like what wood he was in on what day, it was on this day, da 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 da, we can go and look and see if it was a search party for somebody who was lost or didn't show up or missing or etc. Right? Because it could have been a search party for looking for people. People go lost all the time in the woods.
What are you talking about? Who said they were in the woods?
He said he was living in the woods for like a year, and then one day out of nowhere, a bunch of airplanes
Who,
came. I
Joe?
mean,
No, that's not what
the
he's talking about.
the black dude, or the he looks like he's from
When did he
Trinidad.
say he was living in the woods?
When he said he was living in his van in the woods for like a year. You didn't hear that?
Oh, the van. Yeah, he was in his van.
Yes, and he said out of nowhere helicopters came. That's why I'm saying it could have been
No,
anything.
that's not what he was saying. He said he was living in the van, but he was building the paralysis reactor thing, and then he was getting gang stalked. That's what he's saying.
No, that's not what he said, Anonymous. He said I was living in the
You gonna
woods for like a
play the
year.
video again? Are you listening, Sunshine?
Piece of property, or like I said, you're lucky if you even hear a plane go by. I was out there one night. It was about 10 o'clock at night. Long day of work, because I'd be sleeping inside of my minivan some nights, legit. And then I felt these really deep vibrations in my whole body, shaking my whole car. I'm like, what is that? It was a helicopter flying over. And then I'm like, what? That's weird. I've been out here for a year working on this thing. There has never been a helicopter. Like there's rotor, literally propeller airplanes that fly here and there, the grain airplanes for farmers, but never a helicopter. So I'm like, that's weird. I got out my car, looked, and it was this blacked out helicopter flying at the tree line, super low. And I'm like, okay, it has a spotlight on it too. I'm like, okay, I guess it's just flying by, whatever. Okay, boom, flew over. It circled back around me again. Like, okay, that's weird. Why am I gonna freak out? Then it did it again. I'm like, oh hell no! I got my phone out. I have it on. We got the video. I recorded that helicopter because it circled me 6 times, and the spotlight was literally shining directly into the windshield of my van. I was getting ready to just drive off that night because I'm like, what is going on? And then it flew off. But like I said, at that point, I got it on camera. I was posting stories about it on Instagram.
All right.
I think I had like 1 million followers on Instagram.
He wasn't living in the woods, Sunshine. You were wrong. What?
So what's the significance of that? I came in late.
So,
Creating
such
something that was he's great. He had an invention.
Still in the
yeah,
woods. Okay, in the
he
woods. That's
get
what he said. But he was definitely in the woods for over a year before he saw a first sighting of a helicopter. What I'm saying is that he's not telling us what woods he was in. He could be at a huge national
he
park.
don't
We
gotta
don't
tell
know.
us nothing.
Yes, but anything could happen, and now his story sees. So, what if we find out the reason why there was a helicopter in the woods that night was because somebody or some kids went missing, a person went missing, like it was a possible forest fire, like he was in a national park where people get lost at off or it was something a special event that happened, and they wanted to make sure
I have
nobody wondered. Like those things, knowing those type of things is important because that changes his story. Now we're looking at it like, oh shit, they're following him with helicopters and shit, but we don't know the whole. A lot of detail is left out. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know,
I
but
can't.
that's like that's like you coming in and doing the same thing to me after I told you that the drones were following me on my newspaper route. That's like you doing the same thing. You're discrediting the fact that I have proof
But
that
we
drones
have
are
to.
following me.
That's. But
Yeah, but if
listen,
I have
he
proof
has
that
to.
drones are following me, why would you come in and discredit me? He has
Why
made
can't
the
no?
invention. He has made an invention, new name,
He
which
hasn't
is
invented anything that hasn't been done.
all right, asshole. God, he invented something that none of us are fucking doing. How about that?
Yeah, none of
No
us
one's
is
doing
doing
it.
it, but we if listen, none of us is doing it, right? That's not some of us, that's not our field of expertise. Our field of expertise is other thing. But two, at the same time, you have to rule out and we're looking at science, you got to rule out all the probabilities and the possibilities, right? You're going to go to the well, not probability, but you're going to look all the possibilities. But that's the thing that I notice now online, nobody rules out. Nobody looks possibility that it could have been X, Y, and Z. So dot your T's and cross your I's. Nobody's willing to do that when it comes to online anymore. Like none of the
The,
younger people.
the fact is that he is doing something none of us are doing, which is making diesel fuel out of plastic. He gets together with Joe Phelps. Joe Phelps has been on Instagram decoding and trying to collect all these ancient books so he can make a database for us and supposedly have the books readily available for everybody for a free website. This guy, Nature Jab, goes to Costa Rica with Joe Phelps. They start building a huge generator, a solar generator, and supposedly Joe Phelps kills himself. And then a couple days later, Nature Jab today goes in a convention to showcase his new diesel gas station. So I don't know, man.
You don't see no flaws in it.
Either Joe Phelps faked his death, and he's a Freemason, and Nature Jab's a Freemason, and this is all bullshit, and Sunshine's right, and it's all bullshit. But he's actually making diesel fuel out of plastic, so it can't all be
Okay.
bullshit.
Yes. Okay. And if you went to school and that's your expertise and that's something that you was working on, then you would know how to make diesel fuel. But my other thing is that come on, you got to see the bullshit too, right? The dude is creating and getting all the world books, and he's gonna put them into digital so we can all see them, and they can all be rewritten. But guess what? He's gonna be controlling the books. We're not gonna have the physical books.
But
We're
you
gonna
know
have
what's funny? That somebody actually
Change in real
found.
time.
No, you know what's funny? That somebody found out the books are already online.
Of course they are. The fucking yeah, they are.
Oh,
They're
you
on
can
every
download
book
an app
that
for it.
you know of. As long as it has been submitted to the Library of Congress, the shit is digital. So if somebody tells you it's not, they're bullshitting. From the very first book to the third edition to the fourth edition, as long as it was sent in and they did their job, they have an ISBN number. There's a digital copy. So they're fucking yeah. There you go.
So I don't know. Either he faked his death, or this is all bullshit, and they're all Freemasons. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, did you look
At
up the
this,
Costa Rica papers to see if he got killed
yo,
there?
first of all, have you ever met a Costa Rican? I've never met a Costa Rican, so
Not
I
Costa
doubt they
Rica.
have newspapers.
Tons of them are here. Okay, but hold on.
Never
You
met
think
a Latino from Costa Rica, ever.
there's a bunch of them on here. So, but
Never
hold
met
on.
one.
You're an investigator now.
Just like I've never met a fucking Australian, cause
I've met
Australia is not,
Australian
cause,
people who live in Australia.
cause Australia is not real. But let's move on. What's next on the agenda? Is there another one? There's the last clip. Let's play the last clip.
This the guy that got killed?
Very old. His name is 1797. It's found in South Carolina.
People mention Cleopatra. Check this
Bible
out.
was printed in 1812. Very old. But the first name is 1797. It was found discarded in a dumpster in Aiken, South Carolina. An evil speaker cannot lie hidden. Along with a trove of documents. The nation's oldest mason succumbs at 93. I'm going to show you what's inside, and maybe you can help me put the pieces together. 1828, 1857, 1893, 1921 in Minneapolis. From New York to Minnesota. This is Terry. This is a lady.
Those are all the different owners of that
Brought
Bible.
it to Joe Fells, September 7th, 2025. Contains the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha is books of the Bible that used to be in there but was removed in the Protestant Reformation of the 15th century. Having it in a Bible in 1812 would have been considered heretical in Protestant America. The Book of Esdras, the Book of Tobit, the Book of Judith, the Book of Esther.
You ever heard of any of
found
these?
Neither in the Hebrew nor in
I
the
haven't.
Chaldee. That's an interesting part. Cleopatra. Cleopatra is an Egyptian reference. Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, the wisdom of Solomon, the purported wisest man on earth.
What is
The wisdom
Cleopatra
of
doing in the
Jesus,
Bible?
The son of Sirach, aka Ecclesiasticus, uncertain author, the grandfather of Jesus. Studied about my whole life and never heard none of this, dude. Baruch, history of the destruction of Bel and the dragon cut off from the end of Daniel. Daniel is a book with a ton of end time prophecies.
They left
Bel,
so
what's
much
another
out of the Bible, it's
pronunciation of Baal,
insane.
a pagan god, the symbol for the devil, and who the fuck is the dragon? Why was it cut off from the end of Daniel? This was marked in here. One-page book, couple one-page books, and it was marked. Should we key in on that? The end time removed from Daniel, one of the wisest men in the Old Testament, who foretold the dreams and the destruction to come. Prayer of Manasseh, king of Judah, while he was a captive in Babylon. Babylon has a bunch of other end time shit. First Maccabees, second book of Maccabees, a letter of the Jews from Jerusalem to Egypt. The Jews wrote a letter to the Jews captured in Egypt.
Never
Come
knew
on,
that.
Egypt shit, man, it's not in the Bible. Think about Egypt. Pyramid civilization, sun gods, rebirth. Interesting. Then the New Testament, 213 years old. The Apocrypha is placed after the Old Testament and before the New Testament. You would think the information in it is before Jesus and after the Old Testament. Why
weird.
they take it out? Now,
That's the dude y'all talking about, Angle?
706.
Yes, I never heard of those books.
Oh my gosh, they argue about that shit on Bigo all the time. The serpent eating the tail. Some people, we just went over the other night using Daniel and a bunch of other stuff. Yes. The
Yeah, but
Apocrypha.
you know,
all of-
somebody wrote those books. I don't buy it.
Somebody wrote every book we read. D-Dog.
I know, but these books, I mean, what is their authenticity? You know, that these guys have. The recent 1812, you know, you're choosing not to believe in God, that's on y'all. I know what he's done for me.
Sorry, I had the kids. What's the next clip we got? Let's keep it
Anonymous, you read the
moving.
book of Maccabees?
No.
The person who loves to talk about Maccabees is what's his name? C something. His name starts with-
Oh, they were gonna say GD.
No, the other he talk about Maccabees too, but what the fuck? The dude that used to be on Divine Panel.
Is this the next one? So this guy.
What year, Sunshine, was this book written?
Go to the other book one.
I don't know.
Go to the other book one.
The Book of Daniel, the Apocrypha. They talk about the Apocrypha coming before. They talk about the association with the Gnostic belief and religion, esoteric. They're going to go right in. After that, they're going to go into the serpent eating the tail. I've heard it so many times on here, and I'm not a person who follows religion.
I don't have the other book one.
Well, you know,
Oh,
they
and
believe in anything.
I can't even say the name.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh!
The other book one is
Bartholomew. You know what I'm trying to say.
Bartholomew.
Yes, Bartholomew. Him. Capone. CD Capone. We talk about that shit all the time.
GD.
Yes, GD Capone. Him. I ain't seen him in a while.
Exposed Joe. Where is it? To the intro. All right, yeah, let's just play that one then. This is. Did you get the Playboy Mansion one?
I didn't.
Here.
You know, I got a lot of Playboy magazines from the 1970s.
Just sent it.
And Hustler.
And
I'm gonna say I'm gonna sell them.
And I think that's it. Where's the other one? Hold on, give me a minute, guys.
I found them in a garbage can. Or actually, it was someone threw out a whole garage of shit, and it was letters and shit, like editors' notes, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, okay, I didn't send it to you. So this one, this is a bookstore. I think it's in New York. The owner says that he thinks that the newest sales that they've been getting online is an AI robot ordering books so that the AI can read the books and destroy the books and then archive the books only through AI. Press play.
This is an old school missing cat caper here, Stacks style bookstore.
Becker's Books opened in 1993, a lifelong dream for Charlie Becker's parents.
Every corner you turn will shock you at how big this place and how many books there are. There's literally stacks of books everywhere. But happy.
It's the type of place where book lovers spend hours browsing through stacks.
This one is actually local.
So when online orders started shooting up this year, Becker says he didn't understand the plot twist.
We try not to be too precious about what people do after they buy the books. Here's one. However, we've always taken the stance that if it looks like books are becoming too commodified, like people are buying them for reasons other than like what you would use a book for, then we try to opt out of that.
The Associated Press recently reported court documents show an AI company admitted to buying books, slicing off their spines to easier scan their pages, then destroying them after using their content to train AI models. Becker isn't sure that's what's happening. But he did notice the books that were ordered weren't available at other online retailers.
I don't think a lot of people realize that even if there is no big scary company kind of buying and destroying rare books systematically, there is still this kind of background system that finds rare books and resells them, and they eventually can disappear and get recycled or liquidated because they don't sell in enough time.
Becker says he supports AI and he supports making money. But what's happening here brings up a bigger question, he believes, if you read between the lines.
Who do you think should decide which books are preserved and which ones are destroyed?
Go ahead, Sunshine.
They resell the books as picture frames. I put in the comments. They got a lot of stuff, videos on what they're doing with the books that they use for AI, like they train the AIs with.
Yeah, at this point, they're just destroying the books. They don't want us to have any physical books, which is why they began streaming Netflix and streaming YouTube and streaming, because they don't want us to own any physical movies. They want to do real-time editing, real-time changing of words in the Bible, real-time changing of words in the Quran, words in the Buddhist texts, or, you know, Emerald, whatever. They can change whatever as long as it's all digital. It's an article. What you say?
What's the name of the dude you said got knocked off in Costa Rica?
Joe Phelps. You don't see the post? I think it's just a picture. It's not a video.
Yes, it's the picture.
Yeah, you could show that. So, next story. Supposedly 53 dead bodies have been found buried at the Playboy Mansion. Wow. What a coincidence.
Wow. Wow.
5 times 3 is 15. 1 plus 6. 1 plus 5 equals 6. I wonder if Diddy, who was neighbors with what's his fucking name? Playboy Mansion, Hugh Hefner, knew that he had those bodies in the ground. They were neighbors. Wow. But yeah, 53 bodies found at the Playboy Mansion, and somehow that didn't hit the media. The media didn't cover that. August 7th? What? No, the autopsy was done August 7th. That was yesterday, right? No, that was 2 days ago. What else we got?
We got 5, 6 days ago.
We know why Taylor Farms didn't want their name. We know why Taylor Farms didn't want their name in the news, and why the federal government was so quick to say, "Oh, it was an accident. It was a false positive." Look here, folks. Slave labor. They've got a Department of Corrections contract in Arizona where they're paying inmates $1.25 an hour. But guess what? The Department of Corrections in Arizona, they're getting $4.75 per person per hour. Folks, you can't make this shit up. This is slave labor. If you've never been in jail, you have no idea what I'm about to tell you. You will do anything to get out of that place. And you will do anything to get commissary money. Because they feed you food that is not fit for human consumption. I'm just going to lay this out right away. Taylor Farms, I will never buy another one of your products ever again. Look at this, folks. Look at this, and tell me this doesn't look like modern day slavery. I'm fucking over it. Well, now we.
So supposedly the letters linked to everyone getting the diarrhea or that weird parasite that made you poop is linked to slave labor with the prison system. What a coincidence. Now, was this diarrhea story made up because they wanted some prison industrial complex type shit going on? Who knows? What else we got?
I know they make money off the prison. That's for sure.
Oh, I should have sent you that one. I forgot. Hold on. Oh, where is it? Damn it, that was a good one. Now that you said that, Darren.
Next one.
Hold on. Let me see if I still have it here. I probably never sent it to you.
Doing plates, making plates, all kinds of stuff. They make a lot of money off of the guys in prison. Trust me. I haven't been there.
I think I sent it before.
That are slaves in prison.
Hold on.
All day for $10. Come on. $10 a day.
No, you don't make $10 a day. I would have been rich if I was making $10 a day.
$10 a day in prison?
Yeah, you don't make no 10. The only people that make $10 a day is probably mess hall. Not even. They're not making $10 a day.
So, all those people that go work at the chicken plant and stuff like that, there's prisoners, are they just making $1 for working in chicken plant, or is they actually getting the actual
a
wages?
dollar? nobody's making. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in jail, but when I was in jail, people were making 40 cents, 20 cents an hour, 10
That's
cents.
We're talking about prison.
Yes, prison. I'm not talking about jail. I'm talking about prison. The only people that was making high enough was the people making the license plates in Albion. They would make the license plates. Those were getting $1, maybe $1.25 an hour at most. But that was in 2009 when I was in jail.
That's about $10 a day times 8.
Yeah, that would probably be the only one that's making $10.
Yeah, but this is a guy. I know he was in prison for 13 years, and they gave him his, he saved it.
So I was trying to, the fact that you said something about the jail, I was trying to find this other story I had where you guys saw how marijuana became illegal in Texas, right? That you get 10 years for a gram with a $10,000 fine or some shit like that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's because Texas's crime rate has gone down because no one's drinking. Everybody's smoking weed. Everybody's got weed licenses, and everybody's chilling. So they raised the marijuana laws and the fines so that more people could go to jail and they could get more money. Let's go to the next one. What's the next one?
Mental health.
Mental health, yes. We have this guy, I forgot his name. Nicholas Jordan Wachter. He, there's a video of him. Actually, I had 2 videos, but I wasn't sure if it was him because it wasn't showing his face. I didn't send you the other one. He's approached by police in a car. They're saying that he has been certified and has to be committed to a mental health facility without his permission. Forcefully committed to a psych ward. And he's there right now. He's stuck there. Nobody can get him out. Press play.
I am beyond speechless. This man, Nicholas Jordan Wachter, was put on a mental health hold, not because he was a threat to society or himself, but because he was ambushed in a cafe by a psychiatrist who decided he needed a mental health hold. And if you watch the video of the cafe, the whole cafe had like secret agents that were in there for him. So when he was removed or he left, they all stood up and then left. Watch this. He's getting pulled over by the Vancouver police and being told he's being put on a mental health hold.
Yeah. Okay. And this is Dr. Emery. He's a resident psychiatrist, senior resident. He's on a rotation with the CAR 87. We're part of a program that includes Vancouver Coastal Health and the Vancouver Police. Mm-hmm. And what we do is we go to people when there's different reasons that come up. Every case is a little different, and we go to people to see them where they are, especially if there's been issues with trying to find them and talk to them. So in your case, I think you were certified under the Mental Health Act just, I don't know how long ago, but like maybe 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. Were you aware of that? Dr. Taylor saw you in a cafe. She didn't certify you. I think you filmed part of it. And then she spoke with your family, got some more information, and you're gonna have to turn that off.
So just one sec. What the officer just told me is that you and I can set up a meeting and we can chat then. So why don't we do that? Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not turning the camera off. I have a legal right to keep the camera on. If you don't want to make the appointment now, we can do it at another time.
So I'm going to certify you under the Mental Health Act. We're going to bring you to hospital, do testing on you, and you're going to talk to a psychiatrist in a controlled environment because we don't believe that you're going to attend an appointment.
I won't attend. I've never been given a chance to attend an appointment.
So he's certified. He's certified?
I've never been given a chance to attend an appointment.
Okay.
What is going on? I was never given a psych eval or nothing. He just looked at me and said, "You're certified."
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know why, but it's up to the doctors.
He sounds like he's doing okay. He sounds rational to me. He's not a threat to society, apparently. That's not the reason they're bringing him in, and he's certified. What makes me really nervous is apparently you can just certify someone you've never even met or actually evaluated more than like 30 seconds in a cafe. And medical aid in dying in Canada really scares me. Like, if you start having people in these psych wards that are, I don't know, a threat to whatever agenda you have, I'm a little nervous that they're going to use that. So I'm going to follow this guy. This really scares me. Canada, what are you doing?
Yeah, so if Nature Jab comes in and says he's making plastiline, gasoline out of plastic, and they decide to commit him in Canada, they can do that now. That's kind of fucked up, right, guys?
Yeah, that is. Every year they always come up with some.
ALA.
They got 2,100 laws again in America. 2,100. Can you imagine that? 2,100 laws you could break. That's crazy.
Wow.
Sunshine. What were you
Need
gonna
more
say?
information. Need more information.
That's the only information we got.
Everyone do.
He's been in the mental hospital.
Bring his name back, please.
His name is Nicholas Jordan Wachter.
Oh, they just walked up to this man and say, "You crazy? You finna go to the crazy house?"
Well, he must have said something to piss off the psychiatrist at the cafe.
Don't take every pill that the doctor gives you. They always want it with 10 side effects.
Hmm. Oh, that's true because we have a facility down here. We call it New Day. They just lock people up all the time for being crazy. They ain't even crazy. They just walk in the street, they get locked up. Have too many homeless people because they get locked up all the time.
This is very concerning. And what I'm referring to is
They
this
made
right
a lot
here.
of movies
Nicholas
about what
Jordan
happens when you go in the crazy
Wachter,
house.
a
They make
man
you
who
crazy.
was detained, certified as mentally incapable, mentally insane. They have a law in Canada where you can just certify someone without much involved at all. There's supposed to be some kind of assessment, but he was looked at from across the room at a coffee shop and certified. And there's a lot to it. You should really look at the video down there in the pinned comment, the original, if you haven't seen it. But he was detained, and we have not heard a thing since then. Some of you were asking about an update, and I've been trying to get an update, and we'll take a look at that. Also, let's look at the fact check. You know, got to fact check everything and see if it's real or if it's all fake. We'll come back to that.
I didn't think about checking his Instagram. I'm gonna do that next.
Posted something about guns here, but is that morning when he was having breakfast? There's him having breakfast in the psych ward when he was detained against his will. And that is the last post that we see on his Instagram. Doesn't look like he's active on his Twitter at all. October 2025. So nothing there. You do a search for his name and you're not going to get anything recent. All these things are 6 days ago, 7
They
days
saying
ago.
read the Google
Hold
documents
on a
that he
second.
was
We'll have a
going
look at
around submitting
today,
Google
and
documents and crazy stuff to random
not
different
finding
people.
anything. Not
That's why.
finding anything. So that's very concerning because
All
it
right, which
probably took.
Google documents? You mean Epstein files?
They said he did Epstein files and he got a bunch of other things too that he was giving out. Something about China. It's like 4 or 5 different things I'm reading.
You want a screen share?
It probably took away, of
You know
course,
damn
his
well I'm not
phone, his
sharing
will,
my
his
screen.
post,
All the
and
stuff that comes to
completely
my phone.
silenced
I
him.
can't do that.
And um, or maybe he was. I mean, if he hasn't posted anything, if he was let out, which he's supposed to be within 48 days, for 48 hours, 48
I will
hours.
tell you where I'm looking.
That's
I'm
how long
looking
they
on
can
Reddit though.
hold him. But if he had anything done against his will, which is all of the things that they can do all kinds of things against his will, drug him against his will, force him into suicide, the assisted suicide murder. They can murder him, and Canada has laws on the book, the MAID Act, the Mental Act. I forget what it stands for, but basically they take people in and they murder them, and they have an excuse that they give for it after the fact. It's actually happening in Canada, and it's wicked, and it's absolutely wicked. So Vancouver man's arrest prompts claims about Canadian mental health laws. Here are the facts. Rumors spread amid a legitimate debate in Canada about potential civil liberty violations through involuntary psychiatric care. In Canada, so the claim in Canada, police officers can arrest a person if a psychiatrist labels the person as insane based solely on observing the person in a public place. Well, that's what happened. I don't know anyone making that claim. They're making the claim that someone can be certified for something very minimal. You can look and see that according to the actual law, there has to be some kind of an assessment, but that's not what happened with him, and you can assume that's not what's happening with a lot of people. So they're rating mixture. What's true? All Canadian, and I walked through this in the previous video too, all Canadian jurisdictions, like I went to the actual law, all Canadian jurisdictions have laws with varying criteria.
Oh, this guy's boring me. Let me see if there's a. Is it this one?
What I'm about to show you in this video is the tip of the nightmare iceberg. Apparently, this biophysics graduate was just detained under British Columbia's Mental Health Act, all based on a psychiatrist's opinion after observing him, quote, in a cafe. He looks at this kid and says, "I'm certifying you." In other words, we have to incarcerate you. We have to take you in. You just got pulled over by the cops. We have to take you in for an evaluation just based on a psychiatrist looking at him in a cafe. Listen to this. You can't even make this up.
And this is Dr. Emery. He's a resident psychiatrist, senior resident. He's on a rotation with the CAR 87. We're part of a program that includes Vancouver Coastal Health and the Vancouver Police. Okay? And what we do is we go to people when there's different reasons that come up. Every case is a little different, and we go to people to see them where they are, especially if there's been issues with trying to find them and talk to them. So in your case, I think you were certified under the Mental Health Act just, I don't know how long ago, but like maybe 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. Were you aware of that? Dr. Taylor saw you in a cafe. She didn't certify you. I think you filmed part of it. And then she spoke with your family, got some more information, and, you're going to have to turn that off.
Just one second.
Yeah, let me not start from the beginning. Hey, Jody. Let me see if I can forward it.
He didn't even give me a. He didn't even give me an eval. He just looked at me and said, "I'm sorry."
Damaged property, he
Yeah,
hasn't
I
stolen
guess
property.
that's all
He's
they
not a
have.
menace to society.
Did you
He
find
hasn't
anything
committed a
else,
crime, and yet a
Sunshine?
psychiatrist can just look at him and declare him certifiably insane, and the police
Did you find
cooperate
anything
with
else,
this
Sunshine?
nonsense.
Let's try
Oh
this
no,
one.
I didn't. I was looking at some other people got some videos on him. He do look a little touched though. I ain't gonna cap.
You guys.
Hey Jody. Hi everybody. He look a little touched. For real, for real.
No, he doesn't.
Who are we
No,
talking
he
about?
doesn't. This guy got committed. Excuse me. In Canada involuntarily because some psychiatrist saw him in a cafe. They're not saying everything. Sunshine says that he was distributing Epstein files in the cafe, and the psychiatrist decided to commit him. He has been committed. It's been, 2 weeks since he's been in the mental hospital, and nobody can get him out. Nobody knows where he is. And yeah, it is now legal to commit someone in Canada because of whatever reason.
What's the reason?
Sunshine said he was distributing Epstein file emails, which is not very crazy. I think it's very smart.
No, he had Epstein files. He was doing something else about the Chinese. And then he had something else too that he was giving documents and he was roaming around giving them out to people.
Yeah, that doesn't sound crazy to me. It sounds like a very sane
Sounds like
man.
espionage.
Sounds like a very sane man.
You can't just be pulling up to different companies and businesses and shit. Come on, y'all know you going to jail. You ain't doing that.
And that's your problem. And that's why no one's going to be fucking saved. Because you worried about if I'm pulling up to your company or not. The fuck out of here. If I want to pull up to
Yes,
every...
corporate 500s. Come on, man.
If I want to pull up to every McDonald's and tell everybody in McDonald's that they eating fucking aborted babies and y'all want to commit me because of that, go ahead. The fuck?
Well, that you are giving them ground to commit you though.
That was hardcore.
That's not grounds to committing me. If I got proof you're putting dead babies in the fucking food.
But guess what? They gonna say, how do you
Control the
have
masses.
hold on. They gonna say how you got proof because guess what? Even though you bring up the paperwork, those lab tests do not belong to you and they can be altered. So you have to come forward with the original paperwork and what you sent in, showing proof that it was that food that you sent in that was da 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 da.
See, I hate when you do this because he can easily have done the same thing. He can have the Epstein file papers. He can have the Epstein file papers, and your ass gonna come in. How do I know that's real? How do I know you didn't alter it? How do I this? How do I that? That's why nobody's doing shit.
Because maybe people gonna start thinking and start doing it. If you're gonna take down a man, we're gonna take him down right.
Nobody's doing nothing because you guys fell for the psyop a long time ago.
That's right, Jody. Say it again.
Which psyop?
All of this shit is a psyop.
Where's my fanny pack?
Television is a psyop. Radio airwaves is a psyop.
Anything that's attached to media is a psyop. Before media, we had the analog. The analog system came with a bunch of psyop shit. The fact that we don't need, even though we into the digital age, before that they gave us the so-called book and the pamphlet. And before that,
All
we
this
had
is a psyop.
songs. Yeah, I would do. I honestly would do that. I'm with you.
That's funny coming from somebody who gets triggered when I talk about what was it last time? I can't remember.
No,
Who
I
got
talk
triggered?
to psyop. I have these psyop conversations with you.
Not you, Sunshine. I'm talking to Jody.
Right. But who got triggered?
You did. I just can't remember what the fuck it was.
I don't get triggered.
Oh yeah, you did, buddy.
Jody, last week did you watch
You did.
WrestleMania on the big
not
screen?
Oh
really.
yes, oh yes, you
Big
did.
Stone Finger.
You were screaming.
I mean, I scream. I don't say I don't scream.
Yeah, that you were triggered. I can't remember what the topic was.
Just because I'm screaming doesn't
What the
mean I'm
fuck
triggered.
was it? I can't remember.
Y'all always arguing about something. Probably religion or Donald
I don't
Trump.
remember. I don't think it was Trump. And it was a couple months ago, so I don't remember.
Why the name say vanonymous?
Because that's my name.
Van and not an A.
Vanonymous. That is an
I
A.
was just in Mexico City.
I'm used to the
Shit was
at
popping.
sign.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put the ad sign Bo. You said what, Mexico City?
I was in Mexico City, Arena, Mexico. Shit was popping.
Why you was down in Mexico?
Because he's an
For
agent.
a match,
I told you
a
that.
wrestling match.
Yeah, huh? And then his agent
Ooh,
friends.
the projection again. Why do you think I'm an agent?
Because he
Because
wants
you're
an
in the
agent
military.
boyfriend.
Because you're in the military.
I'm military. I'm a
wants
veteran.
an agent
So you're an
boyfriend.
agent. So you're no, I don't. The fuck? You're an agent.
How am I an agent?
Because you're in the military. What's this
So
one?
that just automatically
Don't forget about me,
qualifies me as an
Vanonymous.
agent.
Yes, Jody.
I'm a veteran too.
Why?
I'm a veteran
Yes,
too.
Judo. Yes, Judo. Just sit there quietly. Don't just sit there quietly, Judo. I
Well, I
see
mean,
you.
Judah said he's a veteran too. That means
Yes,
he's an
that's
agent.
why I haven't. That's why I haven't said nothing
love you.
all
You
night
love
to
me.
Judo. He is an
So hold
agent.
on, anonymous. You ain't willing to take them veteran benefits.
No, thank you. They're all COVID vaccinated penises.
You know what? I just got
So
paid
you have a problem
50,000
because
for
I
my
took the
COVID
vaccine?
vaccinated penis, so I'm good.
There you go.
Why,
Jody,
why are
you
you mad
too?
that I took the vaccine?
Oh, you took it too? There you go. Both of them, you
But
see?
you already knew that.
Are we gonna dive down
You
into
taking the
Exactly.
vaccine? You took the vaccine?
for Saren?
Yeah,
Because
but
they're
Anonymous
agents,
already knew
that's
that.
why. Yeah, but I keep forgetting. So you're both agents. You're both
Yeah, I know I'm still
agents.
alive from your conspiracy theories. I'm supposed
Yeah,
to be
for
dead
now. For now.
the for now. I like how it keeps on prolonging.
Yeah, because if it prolongs, then that means you're just gonna get activated on the day.
No, it sounds good, but you know, it's kind of like Mark Twain. Death is just the next greatest adventure.
Turn that off. Death is what?
Mark Twain quoted,
He said,
"Death is
death
just
is
the
what?
next greatest adventure."
How the fuck would he know unless he's dead?
Well, he is dead.
Exactly, but he wrote the quote before he died, so.
Right. You see the foresight?
Not
No, there's no foresight. It's called idiocracy.
Or it would be called
But
foresight.
technically, you go your entire life, basically getting ready to die without thinking about it. Everything that you do is one step closer to death.
Yep.
Speak for yourself. I don't know what the hell you're
No,
talking
I'm
about.
not. I ain't speaking none of that. I'm
Girl,
just
you
saying.
can live till you're 120. One day
I
you
will.
pass on.
Doesn't matter. I'll pass on later than you guys.
Okay, congratulations. You still passed on.
Nah, we going into AI. What you talk about, Jody? All of us.
That's
Right.
right,
I'm actually
because
going
he's
in Ghost in the Shell. I'm actually
exactly.
going to put my consciousness in a robot.
That's right. You see? He already sold out. That's it. His subconscious will be harnessed. His symbiotic. His
They've already taken your
symbiotic.
data, sweetheart.
Shut
Off
your
the
mouth.
get-go.
Did y'all
Shut
see
your
those
mouth.
super
No, not
microscopic
Shut your
bugs?
Oh,
Shut your
so
mouth. Let me
volatile.
finish.
Why are you so volatile?
Because you keep interrupting me. We're
No,
recording
because
right
you think
now.
I'm an
Damn.
agent. Because you
We're
think I'm an
recording.
agent. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yo, we're fucking recording. Stop interrupting me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, now I'm yelling. Yeah, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
but
pray
you're
to me.
you're all right. We're recording. Stop, Jody. Stop playing.
Oh, I can play all night.
All right.
My time
Yes,
just
your
started.
COVID back.
My time just started because I'm
All
supposed
right,
to be
I'm
on my
done.
own motherfucking stream. Shall we continue these games? I guess not.
That's where it's vanonymous. So do this
Are you a
off
part of the
recording.
PSYOP, Jody?
No, I'm a part of myself.
What are you challenging the man on?
His control. Actually, what number 4 is playing right now.
It's a V for Vendetta. And I got a big chip on my shoulder.
I'm glad it sounds funny to y'all.
Nah, what they saying though is true. Mass surveillance is control. They surveillancing us up and down the streets. And fuck you to
Yeah,
all
they're
the
doing
people
it with
in
flock
your
cameras.
city who. But
They're
I want to
doing it
say
with
this.
Meta AI glasses.
Yo, to all the people of New York who thought they was doing something great when they signed off during that election on all those back propositions stating to digitalize New York, yo, you fucked up America because we know that one of the first places is New York City because we have like the most amount of people in just one square location.
In a consolidated area. Correct.
Right. And they've been surveying us for over the past 30 years or more. They just publicly announce it that it's 30 years in. But let's keep it real. How could you be comfortable digitalizing the streets? That means that you're comfortable with someone going around installing all kinds of things in your sidewalks and actually capturing information down an entire street, avenue, place, terrace, private and unprivate streets. And shout out to the people that's taking the flock cameras out, spray painting them, putting up stickers, doing all that stuff. Even to speed
Man,
cameras.
facts.
Shout out to vanonymous for having these type of panels. The conspiracy theorists, queen of
Yeah,
the,
you know, I give her props. But she thinks I'm part of the ops.
But I don't like
Nigga, you fucking asshole. You're part of the ops because you're military, dummy.
You know that.
You will be activated with your Manchurian candidate code. And you won't remember. Only because you're vaccinated.
Can we figure out some of the codes? Anybody check to see if there's any new ones like
Still
bubblegum?
not scared.
That's a code. Still not scared.
Fear is a mind killer. Right there. No, I'm not scared.
Please, sir, we've done what you told us. We brought you the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West. We melted her.
Ah, you liquidated her, eh? Very
Would you believe me if I told you I played the Wizard of Oz in the Wizard of Oz in a play in primary school in my last year? I kind of gained a little bit of popularity after sticking up for myself in the playground. It was the year I found myself just before the secondary school, high school, and I auditioned for the school play the last year, which was Wizard of
What is
Oz.
he talking about? What the hell? Who the hell is this? You
I
are
was being
severely
quiet.
schizophrenic. Somebody just inboxed me. You are severely schizophrenic and your conspiracy videos are trash. But you're a fan. And you're watching me. So
I have
sit
no
there and
clue
watch
what's going
me.
on right now.
Sit there and I was trying to find a video with MK Ultra coding,
Yeah,
but he's talking
they are
about
Said it.
Wizard of Oz.
and they're watching.
Who said it to you?
Somebody in the comments. Oh, that's fucking Vito, you fucking idiot.
Oh, heard that.
Okay. Bojangles gonna go do something real quick.
Oh,
They just keep the YouTube
video's popping.
videos going.
It's still recording.
Nice.
Hey, Malik.
How you know it's Malik?
No, that's not Malik.
Oh.
That's the who sent that. Hey, Simba. Simba's in here.
Oh, I was wondering who that was. So yeah, that was the topics we had for tonight.
What were the
You
topics? I
missed.
missed them.
It was the guy that got committed in Canada, the Joe Fouts guy that supposedly killed himself after being in Costa Rica, and fucking with Nature Jab. What else?
The guy in Canada, what did he get committed for?
They don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
So they
Like, who
said,
pointed him out? Who's like,
but
he's
according to the
crazy?
people,
Some lady at a cafe was meeting up with him. I don't know.
he had
What'd you
a.
say,
So
Sunshine?
what? So what happened was he was in the cafe. The person he talked to in the cafe, he did a telehealth call. That's what happened. And the telehealth call,
Yeah, but the question is, what was he doing there to meet her for?
he didn't meet her. He did a telehealth phone call. He
Where
was
do you
in
see
a
Where did you get that?
just. Well, I'm piecing the story together. He didn't meet with a lady. He did a call. He was in a cafe when he
Yeah, but
did the call.
they implied she was in the cafe with him.
Yeah. I think he did a telehealth call. That's
Was
what
she
it
a
was.
Bartista or was she another patron?
No, she's a psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist.
So she just
And
happened to
that's
be in the
why
cafe at the same time?
I don't know. This not clear.
no,
And
because it
then
says
it
that
don't even know. It doesn't even say what they spoke of.
it don't. It don't. That's why I said some of this stuff just make you wonder. Let's be real. These people throw out stuff too, right? We ain't gonna say like the GOV don't throw out stuff, but that's my thing. Even the okay, let's just say he saw us. He was on a phone call with his because basically, he was supposed to come. He was supposed to go and sit down with, come in and sit down with someone. So that mean, and then another thing is that doctor he was talking to had access already to his family, where they called the family to tell the family that he needs to come in and sit down and talk.
Oh yeah, it did say that she spoke to the family.
Yes.
See, that sounds like all a setup.
I don't know. It's just weird. Let me see if I can find something else. What else did we talk about?
It sounds
That
like they were investigating him on some things he talks about.
yeah.
Or he contacted the family to see what his mental status was like. And she happened to be at the same place where he frequents. And then took him off the street.
We talked about that, and what else? The AI books, the bookstore that their sales went up, and he thinks that the AI is buying all the books to destroy them and save them for the AI.
Oh wow!
Memory.
So in the buy and resale market, that has been a big thing recently. So what people are telling other people is, if you got somebody who come through, even though they want to buy up the entire lot of books in which you have, do not sell them.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
take out
I've
the
been trying
most
to keep my hardbacks.
right, or take out the most informed books if you really want to sell them, because people, sometimes people like they don't care. For $1, they'll do anything. So it's been a lot of different
Facts.
things going on. Even down, they not just, but this is the thing, they're not just buying up books. They're buying up all kinds of audio equipment. They're buying up old video games. They're buying up DVDs. They're buying up A tracks. They're buying up CDs. They're buying up, what do you call that? Cassette tapes. They're even buying whole family albums. You know how people just collect, they have barrels and boxes of pictures from people throwing stuff, not throwing it away, but losing their things in storage, and they're selling them.
But like
And they're,
estate auctions, I hear you. Yeah.
yeah, and when you get control of stuff like that, you actually own the right over people's pictures, audio, home
Facts.
movies. The shit is scary, actually. Just imagine someone lost your entire family history and another person bought it, and now they own and control all of these different pictures, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And they do all kinds of shit, selling out your family history, putting it into fakes. Like, come on. Yo,
I mean, the potentials are endless.
I know. Just to even a thought about it. What's up? The CEO of Bigo.
But I was watching the Bougeres.
Hey,
They actually established Italy. They came from Spain. They had Jewish ties. It's on Paramount. It's on Stars. It's called the Bougeres.
Think about it. Liongate. Dun, 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 dun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's called Fox, right? With a lion. Is it Fox or Century? Who uses the lion?
I think it's Century. MGM. MGM is the lion.
And MGM is the one using the lion in the portal, like in the middle.
I think it's WB.
WB.
You feel me? Crazy out here on these streets.
Shout out to the childhood, yeah. Even though they was training us bridge keepers, but still, we had great television. Oh, can you play it? Oh,
Open panel, open panel, open panel, open panel.
everyone's sleeping here.
You're
It's a
gonna
lot
go to
of
sleep too.
symbolism in this picture. Picture.
Wait, open panel, open panel, open panel. Wow, you're so poor. You gotta watch the MGM intro. Can't even movie.
What?
Let me get.
Fuck off.
Man, MGM Studios, man.
Where'd the other guy go?
Jody went and started a live.
Of course he did. I'm sorry, Joey. He's getting annoying. Oh yeah, Joey left. I guess Bojangles gonna come back soon. And what should I play?
So we're watching, starting next week, we're gonna be reading Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Oh
I
God.
didn't know. Listen, I didn't know that there was actually a Journey to the Center of the Earth from 1956 until my kid told me, and I watched it. Wink,
I've
wink,
never
skim,
seen that
skim,
movie.
skim.
I've never
Yeah.
seen that movie.
But what's so crazy?
Hey,
Because I was trying to get the end of the song, right? It told me that it was a Mary Poppins movie. And I ran it through a bunch of different like AIs, and they all kept saying it's Mary Poppins. And I was like, no, it has nothing to do with voice. Huh?
Who
No,
knows?
it has nothing to do with the voice. It says that the background of the movie is Mary Poppins, the way the scene is, all of that. So I was like, later on when I get some time, I'm gonna go back and see. Yeah. But it did remind me in some ways of Mary Poppins though.
Never seen that
But they be
movie.
like, it's about biology and
No, thank you.
allergies and so on. So that's what I've been trying to figure out. What they're saying.
Let's see. I'm gonna give Bojangle till 2. When you don't come back, I'm going to bed. I don't know. God, he's such a fucking weirdo. I don't understand why he can't just be normal. This guy's crazy. You see this, Guadalupe? You see this, Travis? And you missed the fucking info, Travis. What the fuck? You gonna ask if I'm gonna give new information and then you leave. Crazy. You missed all the good info. How many accounts this nigga got? Let's see. Let's see if I can PK someone worth PKing. Is Napoki live? Nope. It says she is live, but no PK. Oh, it's fucking raining. Fuck. Is Colin Haitian live? No, he's not live. I'm not yelling at you. We're waiting for Mr. Bojangle to come back from the store. Maybe we should do a little bit of ASMR since it's 1:51 in the morning. Darren, are you sleeping? Crinkle, crinkle. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. This is Beagle ASMR. Motherfuckers, wake up. What? A Bo Weckle? What the hell is that? Mr. Bowinkle? Mr. Bowinkle? What?
Napoki's
Go to
live.
sleep.
Cake is live.
Let me see. I'll play
Jody's
something for
live.
the next 10 minutes.
Yanni is live. Shu is live. Somebody's live named Saturday and Ramen. I don't know who that is.
Share the live, he says.
And Rogue and Plant Styles. Who else?
Fuck.
And Better Me.
Somebody's asking me.
Oh, hold on. What's his name? He has a pretty interesting room. Mega something.
Did you guys fall asleep? What's happening?
You don't hear me talking?
Oh, wait, I can't hear. It's my headphones. Talking?
I was saying something. I was telling you who was live.
Who's live?
Napoki, Shu, Rogue.
Yeah, but she's not accepting the PK. She's sleeping.
Somebody else.
Hey,
They named
Fire.
it American. Yeah, Better Me. It's another dude.
I don't
His
know
name is
nobody.
Megatron.
I don't know none of these people. Zoe, I know. Yana, I know. Everybody else, I don't know.
But Megatron is cool. He has a diverse one.
You missed the live, Fire. We just talked about a couple of things. I'm waiting for Mr. Bojangle to come back, but I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to give him till 2 or else I'm hanging it up. This is being recorded and the live is already... What? Stop kicking me. This has already been recorded. The edit, once it's edited, Everybody can go see it on bitchute.com. That's BITCHUTE. A completely uncensored website, bitchute.com. My channel's name is Eyewitness Fake News, EYE Witness Fake News. EYE like this eye, the all-seeing eye of the government.
Why you don't stream on a Jumble or Rumble?
They shut my account down.
Make a fucking new one.
I did. But I had like 75 followers on the other one.
Go back and follow them all so they can
I don't know those people. And there's a lot of censoring on Rumble. BitChute doesn't give a fuck. I could post a porno and they won't care. I don't want to be censored. I'd rather just post on BitChute. Hey, America. We're waiting for Mr. Bo. Maybe I'll play something in the meantime.
Johnny. Oh, America. Who's Travis Wright? I don't remember them.
Okay, this one's about AI. Let's see this one.